Welcome to Midwest Paranormal Presents Paranormal Soup. I'm your host, Jason Bland, and tonight is ITC Collective Night, or that's Live Spirit Box Night, basically. For those who don't know, ITC is Instrumental Trans Communication. We basically play Spirit Box musical chairs with my panel, and our special guest tonight will be doing it just the same as Sean Coombe. He's a paranormal investigator, ITC researcher, and friend of the show. He has his own, I think it's called the Black Beauty. Is that right? I think that's what it is. He has his own portal. They all like to give them names. I'm so not part of that, I guess. I've never named my portal. Do I need to name my portal? So many people do. I should name my portal. I really think I need to. All the cool names are taken, but that's what we're doing tonight. You can call into the show. That's why I do this. You can call in. I'll give the phone lines out after the World Wide Web of Weird and see if the spirits will talk to you. We already had somebody trying to call in like 40 minutes ago before the show started. Just hold on. After the World Wide Web of Weird, we will take your calls and see if the spirits will talk to you. And I might not take calls just right away after you come back from the World Wide Web of Weird, because I got a special little thing I've been working on. I turned Thomas Edison's voice, his actual voice, into a spirit box. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's ever seen the skull experiment, but Thomas Edison was one of those people that was supposed to be part of the spirit team, helping communication from the other side. So maybe by using his voice, we'll tune into Thomas Edison and get him to come through, and maybe it'll help us out from the spirit team itself, from the skull experiment. I don't know. That would be awesome. High hopes, right? But we're going to try all kinds of things tonight, different experiments. That's what it's about. It's just trying out the paranormal. You get to join in the paranormal tonight by calling in and getting your own ITC session. See the spirits talk to you, and then a few weeks down the line, you'll see videos pop up on our channels with us tagging what we think, what we tried best to hear. And man, sometimes the stuff we hear live is great, but the stuff that I hear afterwards is incredible. But let's go ahead and get rolling into the show. Welcome to another night of Paranormal Soup. I'm your host, Jason Bland, as I said before. Tonight we have our panel with us. Bill, I don't know if he's going to make it. He had a car accident recently, and I think he's still recovering, so I don't know if he's going to make it. If he does, he's got the link. Hopefully, maybe he'll hop on later, but I don't blame him. He's had a rough week. But we do have, all the way from St. Augustine, Florida, Rob. Remember last Sunday, we had Augie Nost on, and we tried to divert the Hurricane Dorian from Florida. How did that work out for you?
Well, there wasn't much going on here.
It worked out for you. Sadly, not for the Bahamas. We were a little late for them. So horrible. I don't know if there's ever going to be a Bahamas again. Is it the way they make it sound? I don't know, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And of course, my beautiful co-host Jamie D is with us tonight. How you doing tonight, Jamie?
I'm doing well, thank you.
And ready to do some ITC. We got Jamie, you got the setup tonight. I tell you what, Jamie, we got some good replies with you last time, and tonight's sounding even more crystal clear, so I can't wait to have you join in the musical chairs of Spirit Box. Yeah, I'm excited for that. And then also for his first time on the show, we have Sean Coombe. Am I saying your last name right? Because, we talk, but I don't think you ever tell me how to say your last name. Is it Coombe?
It is Coombe.
Coombe, see, butchered it. What did I tell Nicole for the show? That try being a host and then butcher your guest's name. You're my special guest, so I can butcher left and right. No, I butcher all their guests. Don't feel special. But it's an honor to have you on the show. Finally, you are going to do Spirit Box. Now, was that right? Is it named the Black Beauty?
Yep, it's the Black Beauty portal.
Why'd you name it that?
It was Steve that named them the Black Beauty.
Oh, so you got this one from Steve?
Yes, I did.
I did not know that. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I really feel like I need to name a damn it. I probably give it a 4-letter name after trying my mixing boards, but that's my own dumb butt. But all right, before we run out of time, let's go ahead and do what we do every Sunday night: is the World Wide Web of Weird. Tonight on the World Wide Web of Weird, I thought I'd start off with something that's been very viral. I have an article from Daily Star, but there's been a few, but I think Daily Star really pretty much promoted this. Multiple sightings of secret military craft reported near our Aragon, United States Air Force Base. Triangular objects bears a similarity to TR-3B spy craft. Well, of course, this came from third phase of the moon. And I think you guys know where I'm going with this. For those listening on our Paranormal Soup radio network, we are a webcast. You can watch us at Midwest Paranormal Presents Paranormal Soup's Facebook page or on our Paranormal Soup YouTube channel, or look up Jason Bland. We do show videos and we do show photos and that. This one's a photo here. All right. So images have emerged supposedly showing a black project government spy plane in the skies over Portland, Oregon, United States. The images apparently in the sky near the Portland Air National Guard base show mysterious triangular objects startling clarity. Two lights can be seen at the end of either wing. The YouTube conspiracy theorists Blake and Brett Cousins of Third Phase of the Move were sent the photos and uploaded them on a clip on September 1st. They said they have received multiple accounts from people who have seen this. I have a couple photos, I think, in there, Rob. One witness told the channel the craft didn't make any sound as it flew in the skies. The craft, they claimed, was heading towards the Columbia River. In the clip, Blake likened the sightings to an alleged TR-3B craft. People are saying they saw something strange in the skies. It's the infamous TR-3B ready to make a grand entrance to the public. I don't know. It has little to. I forgot I got to share this. See, it looks like you can see a rearview mirror here, and that's it. Now, I saw Jimmy Church posted this, and I saw somebody point out to him. They're like, and I thought, well, maybe they're onto something here. That it's a moth on the window. I don't know. Does look like lights, like it's emitting light to me.
It does look like a moth to me. It
looks like a moth to you?
Off of the parts of the moth wings, the little circles.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It does look like it's illuminating some light here, though. You see this part, the two tips of the wings?
Yeah, but that could be reflecting off of it, too, like when you see them in the light. But I don't see any little legs or antennas.
I don't know. Here's another one. This one really looks like light. Look at that.
That looks like light.
That's looks
another
like
angle
light.
Of it. That
but it's
like
third
light.
phase of the moon, man. And I'm not saying they purposely post bad, stuff, but there's this stuff that's been really questionable on there. Remember I think they're the ones that had the cube in Texas. I was like, that's totally fake. And when it's anonymous, I'm like, okay, thanks a lot for the images, but you have no story and no witness and no nothing. I don't care. In this land of illusion, you can show me anything. I don't care. If you don't have a witness that's going to back it up, then go home. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm looking at them. I'm like, is that the TR-3B? It doesn't look like any of the other TR-3B that I've ever seen before. It looks completely different, but I don't know. The one person saying is a moth. That one image kind of looks like it, but this one makes it look like it's moving, and it's got some shine to it. Of course, this is the more blurry image, more classic UFO image. All right, let's move on. This one isn't weird or paranormal, but I don't know if you're calling it tonight. I gave people an option tonight, open lines or ITC. When ITC is really still open lines because you're calling in, but it's really open lines to talk to the spirit world. But if you call in and give advice to a parent, I have a very finicky 7, soon to be 8-year-old that I worry about. I'm trying to get him to eat vegetables, trying to get him to eat some meat, any kind of protein. He is the most finicky eater. He has sensory disorder. It's really hard, and he's making his 3-year-old brother turn about the same. Well, this is the horrifying. Here it is, that news story that they get out there that they pump just to scare the crap out of all of us parents. Teen who ate crisps and chips, I'm sure this is from England, goes blind. Experts have warned about the dangers of fussy eating after one teen's diet caused him to lose his eyesight. Most of all, we have gone through a period of fussy eating at one stage or another while growing up, but one 17-year-old, a diet of only chips, crisps, and bread has brought about dire consequences. The teenager, whose name has been withheld for legal reasons, first started to feel unwell at the age of 14 at that time and was suspected of having vitamin B12 deficiency. But after failing to keep up with taking supplements and continuing his terrible diet, within 3 years, he had started to go blind. His diet was essentially a portion of chips from the local fish and chip shop every day, said Dr. Denzian Atten, who also used to snack on crisps, crisp Pringles, and sometimes slices of white bread, and occasionally slices of ham, and not really any fruits and vegetables. He explained this is an aversion to the certain textures of food that he really could not tolerate. So chips and crisps were really the only types of food that he wanted and felt that he could eat. He had lost minerals from his bone, which were really quite shocking for a boy of his age. He had blind spots right in the middle of his vision. So this scares the crap out of me as and like, okay, usually when you're yelling at your kid not to go blind, it's a more inappropriate subject. You go blind, but this one's really, like possible. And they say it's rare for this to happen with people, this kind of eating disorder. But my son has this texture problem. That's why he doesn't want to eat a lot of things. It's really hard.
Speaking of inappropriate, I was just reading that little clip under the picture. I definitely need my glasses because I thought it said something else.
Oh, Rob.
Oh, Jesus. I don't even go there. We are PG.
Yep,
we're PG. All right, man.
So,
that goes for people calling in tonight. We are PG. Please do not swear on air. But go ahead, Jamie.
Would Dean drink things like Ensures or those Carnation Instant Breakfasts that have the vitamins in it? No.
We tried. He hated them. We tried. He hated them. And I understand. I drank those things. My mom felt me with an iron deficiency, and she was making me drink those things, and I hated them, but I drank them. But if he hates it, it's literally like you're gonna have to hold him down and like force it down his gullet to get him to eat or drink anything that's of substance. He'll eat vegetables. Actually, he's not too bad on some vegetables. At least I'm getting on some vegetables. He likes broccoli raw. It's gotta be raw, and carrots. So I get him on that. At least he eats that. But man, it's hard. He's a real fussy eater. But go blind, that's not what they told us the kids would go blind from back in the day. Okay, let's move on. Number 3, we've talked about this kind of experimentation where they're growing little mini brains in labs. And this one comes from Mysterious Universe. I'm not going to read the whole article. It'll run out of time, but I highly recommend going to mysteriousuniverse.org and finding this Paul Seaburn article, Advanced Brainwaves Detected in Lab-Grown Human Mini Brains. Human mini brains, known by those who don't want to attract negative attention as cerebral organoids, a great name for a band, right? This is from Paul, have been grown in petri dishes by researchers for a number of years under the noble cause of helping people with neurological diseases, and always with the stand and understanding that these mini brains were not capable of actual thinking. Oops, according to a new study just released, these human mini brains can now produce brainwaves that are indiscernible from some newborn babies. Uh-oh. I can already hear the right to lifers getting up on this one. And nothing wrong with that. I'm not getting in that political debate. But I mean, actually is an important point. Is this a life form? Is this, if it's got brainwaves, then yeah. See, I have the mad scientist mind to know that one day, if morals are thrown to the air, people just don't care about these kind of things and they just let science go wild, they could have computers that are biological computers. Because I mean, think the brain processes stuff computers can't even come close to. And if you could find a way to tap into that and use something biological to build your computer, they'll do it. At least the Department of Defense will do it, and China and Russia's secret military programs will do it and use it in some high-tech military stuff. But eventually make it way down to us. We'll find it acceptable. Scary stuff. But yeah, read this article, mysteriousuniverse.org. I found it really interesting. I don't want to read the whole, like I said, it's pretty long. But what are the consequences of these mini brains? And they say it's unrecognizable from infant brains. So I feel a debate coming on there. All right, let's move on. And then I just lost my notes. Great. Why did it do that? All right. Going back. All the way back. Okay. All right. Number 4 here. We got a couple Bigfoot things, I think, here. Yeah. Man filmed alleged Bigfoot in North Carolina, or just this one Bigfoot. This is a video. Hold on before you play it. An encounter occurred with articles mess up. Man filmed Bigfoot in North Carolina. Hickory resident Doug Teague recorded footage of a creature along with video evidence of its tracks. The encounter occurred while Teague was out with his dog Crazy Daisy in a woodland near the city. He had been checking trail cameras when he heard a commotion a short distance away. When he went to investigate, he spotted a large creature nestled among the trees up ahead. Upon approaching, the creature allegedly started to throw rocks in his direction. Teague is a member of the Catawba Valley Bigfoot Research Club. Remains adamant that when he encountered was a Bigfoot. Well, he's in a Bigfoot club, so I'm sure about anything hairy out in the woods, he's going to say is a Bigfoot. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. Teague, who is a member of the, says, remains adamant. He also found and filmed trail prints in the vicinity of the sighting. That might be interesting. He found prints to go along with it. I don't trust nothing, but maybe this is something. So go ahead and play the video. And like you see something through the trees. Looks brown and hairy. But that man, I don't blame the guy for not running up there and going, hey, Bigfoot, let me get a shot. If that is, but you can't tell. I mean, I don't know. Grow some cojones and get a little closer shot of Bigfoot next time. I know that's the tracks. But I don't blame him. I don't know if I would too either. Might have a bad time. I don't know. It looks like something through the woods. But can you say that's Bigfoot? I don't know. And let's move on. All right, number 5. This I found interesting. We've covered a couple months ago or more, when Israel sent their moon lander, and it didn't make it. It crashed. And I brought up how John Lear had said that he thought the data that they use and was corrupted from NASA, so they wouldn't succeed. And then China, we've covered landing their moon lander. And then we showed images people pointed out of, well, this looks like it's staged and fake, and it's not really there. Okay, now India tried to send a lander to the moon. And guess what? It didn't make it. India's space agency loses contact with craft moments before moon landing. The Chandrayaan-2 Vikram, I'm sure I butchered that, lander appeared to be on its way to landing on the South Pole before an image of the computer screen falling appeared to freeze. Oh, the blue screen of death. That's the worst. The blue screen of death. All right. India's prime minister appeared to acknowledge that a lunar lander had failed on Friday, delivering an address to the nation that emphasized lessons learned from the mission and the hopes for a brighter future. And sorry about the billions of dollars that just went down the tube, India. We came very close, but we will need to cover more ground in the time to come, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said in an address Saturday morning, thanking the scientists behind the effort to try to set the Chandra-2's Vikram lander on the moon's South Pole. India's space agency lost contact with the lander Friday. It appeared to be on its way to landing before a computer screen appeared to freeze. Then an official with the Indian Space Research Organization made a solemn announcement. The communications from the lander to the ground stations were lost. The data is being analyzed. So basically, they're figuring out what went wrong. Successful landings would have made India one of the 4 nations to put a craft on the moon, the first touchdown near the lunar South Pole, and go to the dark side of the moon. One of these days, one of these countries besides China are going to land one on there, right? I mean, and we're still suspect if China's actually landed one on there. All of them are probably basing their landing info and their trajectory and all that stuff. I'm not a scientist or physicist, but I'm guessing they're basing it off of all the input and data that NASA is putting out to the public about their landing there. Of course, there's a lot of that data missing too, for some reason. But if they're basing it off of that math and all that stuff, and we're lying about the moon and what's there, I mean, they could have totally be sabotaging all these projects. And China might have already known that they couldn't do it, so they faked it. I don't know. China already knows there's aliens there, maybe. I don't know. My opinion, there's aliens there. All right, let's move on. All right, number 6 in the World Wide Web of Weird. I thought this was kind of cool. I still don't get the Airbnb thing. Like, what is it? You stay in somebody's house, they rent out their house to you. Why? Why would you want to? 1, why would you want to do that? Rent it out, and 2, why would you want to stay in somebody's house? It just feels so weird to me. I just don't get this weird world we're living in. But that's not the weird part about it. This is from Fox News. Fake news. House supposedly haunted by a tall man in a suit and top hat terrifies Airbnb renters. A couple from Missouri claims that their house is haunted and they can't live on the property anymore. Instead, they're trying to sell it. However, they hope to give thrill seekers a truly unique experience by placing the location on Airbnb. According to the couple, the first group to rent it couldn't make it through the night. One of the young ladies staying stated they saw a dark figure on the staircase. Another said that she saw a similar dark figure on the porch, on the second level master bedroom. Aaron Clark told Fox News the young man that booked the home said he smelled strong odor of sulfur sulfur, which I've been told is demon smell. I've never looked into it to be sure, but it was enough for them to leave. They checked in at 6 p.m. and left a little bit after midnight. We bought the house in August 2017 and moved in October 2017. Started noticing early around Christmas time. My dog acted weird the moment we moved in, but thought he was being stubborn. The sounds got worse as we stayed, and it graduated to TVs turning on at full volume, space heaters turning on by themselves, and of course my daughter sleepwalking and talking in tongues. Well, that's creepy. The shifting movement almost as though she was possessed. What makes that unique is she would never do this anywhere else. She would stay the night at her grandmother's house and would be fine. But once she came back home, she would start back up again. People sleepwalking, if you ever experienced somebody doing it, it's creepy enough. But if she starts speaking in tongues and like twisting and morphing like some demonic, oh no, I'm done. I'm done. Not if that's my kid. I'm like, we're out. Aaron also confirmed that he and his wife both saw a tall man in a suit and top hat. That is not good. Out of the corner of their eyes. His daughter also says that she heard a voice say hi once when she and her father returned home. She was standing outside her bed staring out a window. Her father said the young girl had reportedly been having nightmares, and Aaron tells it she was still crying, just sobbing. I could see her shoulders going up and down. I was like, Rena, what is wrong? Are you okay? Are you okay? And she turned around and said, it scared the life out of me because it went from crying to this Cheshire cat, big smile, kind of like the Joker. 7 months after moving in, the family decided to leave. So she saw the scene and it smiled at her. I don't know. I don't understand that part of the article, but
I think
I would
the child smiled, like or the person was crying, and then they turned up and gave like a creepy smile.
Oh, I'm done. Kids creep you out. Kids do the creepiest things. No, I'm out. But it'd be interesting. I would love for these people to rent it out, not advertise it as haunted, and get somebody just to stay there and then see what happens. Is that unethical? Maybe just slightly. But the mad scientist wants me to know.
Being an Uber driver here, I'm always taking people around, and taking them to their Airbnb rental. And like 8 out of 10 times, they're like, hey, is this place haunted? I'm like, well, probably.
See, there's a market for it. So you're going to get more and more of these places like, come rent this out. Airbnb, ghost hunters. Yeah, come rent this out. I mean, my wife was telling me people like rent couches. Is that true?
I haven't heard that one, but
well, I'm like,
I would
what?
hope not.
All right. I mean, I don't know. I would like you just stay in somebody else's house. I mean, I guess if some people probably like these people probably empty out the house or something,
Yeah, like there's
like put basic furniture in there.
There's like people, like rent their condos out, and the main ones around here are not, they don't have people living in them, but yeah, it's like their vacation home and they just rent it out.
I guess I can kind of get that, but some of the kids on my work are extremely, they're like, well, some people like rent out even couches and stuff, that there's at least, maybe it's not Airbnb, but there's another service for that too. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
like in San Francisco and stuff like that. I'm like, I'd rather have a hotel room. I guess I'm sure it's a lot cheaper Airbnb, but you want to go ghost hunting? Yes, that I would do an Airbnb. I am one of the people that be like, oh, it's haunted. Okay, I will stay there, but you got to give me some history, and I need some more, because I don't trust it. Now it's gonna become a market, and you're gonna spend like more money than you would spend at a hotel to stay at one of these houses. It's called a paranormal house, a haunted house, and you sell tickets to it. That's what people do. Don't call it Airbnb. I don't know.
Stayed in a house a long time ago. It was actually the house that the movie Blue Velvet was filmed in. So that was creepy enough.
David Lynch?
Yeah, with Dennis Hopper.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a big David Lynch fan. Really? Oh, yeah. Wait, another time for that. Another time. We'll get into that when I get into that. Because we got one more thing. I thought this is appropriate for the show tonight, since we're going to be summoning some spirits. This comes from Unexplained Mystery Pastor. This comes from a pastor. Harry Potter spells can summon evil. And I know there's other people that came up with this recent article going around. A private Catholic school in Nashville has claimed that Harry Potter books contain actual spells and curses. St. Edward Catholic School in Tennessee, which teaches children up to 8th grade, has taken steps to remove every copy of J.K. Rowling's popular book series from his library because its pastor, Reverend Dan Rehill, believes that they contain actual spells capable of summoning evil spirits. These books present magic as both good and evil, which is not true. Well, that's in your opinion, buddy. That's in your opinion. Maybe your religion says it's all evil, but other people's opinion might be different. I guess it's because it's a Catholic school, right? I went to one of those. The Harry Potter,
everything is offensive.
He says they actually use curses and spells. Well, yeah. Well, it's a kid's book. Seriously. And all they're going to do is drive these kids to go read it more.
Oh, yeah.
That's not stupid. If they would just ignore it, a great way to get your kids to read. Hey, really smart of you guys. Because now these kids really are going to want to read it. When you tell a kid, no, see this book, Harry Potter, you're not going to read it. You're not going to read it. Oh, guess what they're going to do? I bet a lot of these kids are going to be getting, hiding Harry Potter books under their bed. And you go, kids, rebel. I am the devil. No, I'm just joking. Cool. I mean, seriously though, what, Danny? I love the Harry Potter books, and yeah, she does use a lot of cult stuff in there. I mean, she does use the lore, and but it's not actual spells in there. But that's it for the World Wide Web of Weird. We're at our time for our first commercial break here. Let me get that off there. There we go. Okay, thank you, Rob. We are ITC tonight. That's live SpiritBox Sessions. You can call in, see if the spirits will talk to you. The phone lines will be open after this commercial break. We might try if my computer doesn't shut down on here. It did. Nope. We might try the Thomas Edison Spirit Box first. I don't know. We got a lot of stuff I want to experiment with. And we got Sean Coombe. I get it right, Coombe. Sean Coombe here with his portal, The Black Beauty. We're going to let him definitely use it tonight. Call in. You can pick your Spirit Box musical chairs tonight. Who you want to do. Jamie, Rob, me, Sean, whoever you want. We're all going to take turns talking to the spirits tonight. Summon the spirits. I better pull out my Harry Potter book. All right, guys, we'll be right back after this short commercial break.
He is conducting an experiment into the combined effects of sensory deprivation and hallucinatory drugs. The subject of the experiment is himself, and the experiment is out of control. Ken Russell's Altered States, a film that must not be missed, is in the West End now. Altered States, Certificate X.
This fall, a new hard-hitting police drama is coming to Friday night. He was a well-to-do cop transferred to a troubled precinct downtown. His new partner is a space traveler with a passion for justice. It's Yuppie and the Alien.
Look, you might vaporize dissidents in Alpha Centauri, but in this precinct, we do it by the book.
I'm so terribly sorry, Captain.
Googa, I'm sorry.
Don't miss this one-of-a-kind police drama. They're fighting crime the hard way in designer clothes with $250,000 sports car and a UFO.
Partner, let's go cruise in the car and look moody.
One tough downtown precinct, two outsiders doing things their way. Yuppie and the Alien on VBC.
Paranation Magazine is a new paranormal magazine based out of Denver, Colorado. Our goal isn't just to give you the best paranormal content out there, but to promote paranormal unity. We're doing this by giving everyone an opportunity to tell their stories and to share their experiences. For more information, follow us on Facebook at Paranation Magazine and soon, paranationmag.com.
Somewhere between science and superstition, there is another world, a world of darkness. Nobody expected it. Nobody believed it. And nothing could stop it. The one hope. The only hope. The Exorcist. friend. Warner Brothers presents William Peter Blatty's The Exorcist. The Exorcist, directed by William Friedkin. The Exorcist, rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from Talkstream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
Bring life to the dead. 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 Enter the occult world of necromancy. You were brought here for one purpose: necromancy.
A ceremony dating back to the pre-Christian era. It's the art of reviving the dead. It requires involvement with evil spirits by the person performing the act.
The devil god brings life to the dead.
No, please. No, please, no.
And death to the living. Necromancy, starring Orson Welles and Pamela Franklin. From Cinerama releasing. In color, rated PG, parental guidance suggested.
Switch to DCS ranging.
240, nominal to profile.
We're in the pipe, 5 by 5.
Tonight on Paranormal Soup is ITC Collective Night, or Instrumental Trans Communication. What we do is we use SpiritBox apps, radios, devices, sometimes no apps involved. They have reverse voice ITC is something I want to really get into tonight because we've done it a couple times. And the last time we had some amazing responses with one caller named Sheila. If you're out there, I hope you saw your video. And tonight we also have Sean Coombe with us, a paranormal investigator, ITC researcher, and he has his own portal. So we're going to play musical chairs with the spirit boxes. But the point of the night is you get to call in and see if the spirits will talk to you. And there's a number of ways you can do that. Now, there are 2 phone lines and 2 Skype lines. 2 of those lines run off of one phone, 2 of those lines run off of the other. So if you hear me hang up on you, that means that phone is full. If you hear us talking, you're on, but just wait till we call on you because we might not hear you until I turn the volume up. But just hang in there until we call on you. And at some point, when we do the reverse ITC, only 2 phone lines will be open. I'll give that information out later. But tonight you can call in at 219-230-4444. That's 219-230-4444. You can also call in at Skype ID Jblandparanormalsoup. The other 2 phone lines, there's the ones that might get shut down later, is 260-225-9419. And you can also call in at Skype ID Jblandparanormalsoup. So that's Skype ID Jblandparanormalsoup, the letter J at the beginning. But call in and see if the spirits will talk to you. And just remember, some of the stuff we hear tonight, some of the best responses we don't hear until we review it later. And we do post the videos. It takes time. It takes a couple weeks. But you can just pay attention, subscribe, follow our Facebook and YouTube channels, so that way you don't miss your video if you call in. But let's go ahead and get rolling into the show. All right. Welcome everybody. We have Jamie and Rob with us, and then Sean and Nicole there. How you guys doing tonight? You can unmute, Sean. It's cool.
Hello.
We're good, thank you. Thank you for inviting me on the show.
We already got somebody waiting on hold. Just hang on there. We'll get you in just a sec. I know the phone lines blow up. I try to get stuff in, and then people call in. We had people calling in before the show, so we will have them go. But the way this is going to work, people, is, like I said, we're going to play musical chairs. One of us is going to start tonight. Maybe we'll let the caller pick and see who's going to start tonight. I do at some point. I don't know if we want to do it after. I think we'll do it after the second commercial break. We're going to cut the 2 phone lines off, and we'll do reverse ITC the second commercial break and maybe through the whole thing. And I'll be running that. So the first half is probably going to be Jamie, Rob, Sean, how much we can fit in with the phone calls. So let's go ahead and roll into this here. We got a 614 area code. Who do we got on the line?
Adriana.
Say your name again one more time.
Adriana.
Adriana? Adriana, welcome. Thank you for calling in. Whoa, what is that noise?
Thank you.
Is that
Sorry, I have a newborn.
A newborn? What kind of newborn is it? A newborn baby?
Newborn baby.
Oh my God! I just called your baby a goat. I'm
So did
starting
I.
out
I'm
great.
sorry.
That was the craziest baby noise I've ever heard in my life. I for sure thought you were at like maintaining a zoo or something. I am so sorry to call your animal goat. I truly apologize. That was a crazy sound, though. You listen back. All right, so you'll get to pick. We got me, we got Rob, we got Jamie, we got Sean. Who do you want in the Spirit Box musical chairs? I'm not gonna let everybody pick tonight, but I'll let you pick since you're the first caller.
Yeah. I'll go with you.
Who are you picking?
I'll choose you.
Oh, me?
I'll choose you.
Okay. I'm gonna put my. All right. Hold on. Since I don't have anybody else on the line, we'll just start out with some reverse ITC. Are you good with that?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, it's a little weird, okay, and you're not going to hear stuff in real time. Let me turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hold on. All right, so the 2 other phone lines are shut down, so people hold on until this call to try to call in. I just got to get it loaded up here, and then we should be ready to roll. 1 sec. Sorry. Excited to try this because there was a call last ITC show we had with a caller named Sheila, and there were some amazing responses there. Everybody go back to my YouTube channel later this week. Check it out from like a month ago. We did this. But find her video clip. There's some amazing responses. So this is the thing you're going to hear. I'm going to make sure I'm the butcher of the names. Adriana? Is that
yeah?
Yes. Okay. So the downside is that you don't hear a lot in real time. So bear with me and do me a favor. After this video uploads, if you hear anything that I should be aware of, especially a voice you recognize, message me. Email me at paranormalsoup jbland@gmail.com. Okay, and let me know if you hear anything because there's voices that come through on this that shouldn't be any of ours in reverse. Okay, I think it should be working. Let's. Oh no! Wait, one more thing. I was planning on doing that between commercial break, but since I got somebody on this line already, we're gonna try it all. All right, so now it should be rolling. Okay. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Now it's not working. What did I do wrong? That's the out. Oh, that's what I did wrong. Wrong cable. That's why. Cable. Wrong cable. Wrong. Okay. That's it. Okay. I turn it down in between us talking because it comes. So I want you to call out. Do you have somebody in mind you want to talk to tonight?
Yes, my grandfather, Angel.
Angel? All right. I want you to call out to him.
Hey, Angel. I miss you a lot. Are you here?
Now you will hear what you say sometimes. The settings got screwed up a little bit on this. You will hear what you say sometimes come back at you echoed, but listen for what comes back in reverse and give it a minute after you ask a question. Go ahead and call out to him some more.
Angel, are you here with me? Angel, are you here with me? Angel, are you here with me?
Can Angel come through? Can Angel come through? That baby in the background's coming through kind of creepy. Angel, can you say the name of the baby? Angel, can you say the name of the baby? Say the name of the baby. See, the settings got screwed up on this again. How did it reset my pedal? See, I'm getting that playback forward. Damn. But I'm still getting the reverse too. Keep talking to him.
When my baby smiles and laughs, is that you that's present? Is that you that laughs and laughs? When my baby present, that's present.
That was interesting there at the end. It's always the last clip that has something usually.
The baby noises are the best.
Like Steve's cat meow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Noises of baby. Baby.
Again, can Angel, can you say the name of the baby? Angel, how many grandchildren do you have? Angel, how many grandchildren are in my house? Ask him a validation question. Something to validate it would be him to you.
Okay. Can you tell me what Grandma's name is? What you used to call her as a nickname?
Ooh, I heard something there.
As a nickname? You used to call her as a Grandma.
I heard I'm okay in there too, which I don't know. I'll have to listen back on that one. Ask it again. Ask it one more time.
Can you tell me what you used to call Grandma as her nickname? Her nickname was her nickname.
Angel, can you tell us what her grandmother's nickname was?
Does the word Priscilla mean anything?
Which one?
He said Rob heard Priscilla.
No. One. Which one? Which one is the... No. No. One.
All right. Anything last thing you want to try to get him to say?
No, it was my first time calling, so it's something new.
See. Like I said, this was for your first time. I'm sorry. I tried one that's really hard to hear in real time. We get stuff that comes through on it. Even one time I thought I had an EVP. That's something, there's no way it was recorded live. Angel, do you have any last messages for Adriana?
Angel, do you have any last messages?
Almost sound like something else was going to come through there.
Lee, Stamba, and I have both heard Stella. If that makes any sense.
All right. Well, for review, what is the name of the baby? Just first name.
Lucas.
Lucas. Okay. And hi, Lucas. And then, what is the name? Your nickname of your grandmother?
Rose.
Rose. Okay. Like I said, the reverse is really hard. I don't usually make it for somebody's first time because we're still experimenting on it. But thank you for indulging me on it because I'm still working out the kinks on it. But we get some every time live. I'm like, I don't think we got anything, and then I go back and listen to it, and I'm amazed. So we'll see. Just be lookout. You'll be one of the first videos that gets up on the YouTube and Facebook page.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling in.
I'll keep on listening.
Okay. Awesome. You have a great night.
You too.
Bye. All right, now I got to rehook up the other phone line. Hold on. All right, phone lines are open. 219-230-4444. Skype ID Jblandoo. And there's somebody on that line. Hold on. 1 second. All right, now I got to rehook. Well, distinguish thy radio. Okay. How you doing tonight, Laura Lee?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So we're playing SpiritBox musical chairs. I just went, so don't pick me.
I'm not. I'm going to pick because I don't think we even tried me. We might have for a little bit, but I'm going to try Sean and Nicole.
Awesome.
We've done ITC together. They were kind enough to do a stream on my group on Paranormal University, and I want to try out Sean's new box. I don't think we've tried that before.
Yeah, this will be a first time on our show, so I'm excited. Thank you for picking him.
Thank you, Lori.
Love Sean and Nicole. Love all of you.
We love you too.
Just turn it on.
I tell you, wait to hear Jamie tonight, though, man. Hers is sounding really good.
Oh crap! Well, I can only call him once.
No, just once. So you got Sean.
I know.
So I'm encouraging the next caller. And speaking of the next caller, you can call in the lines that are open because I got somebody keeps trying to call in here. Mike here. Mike, call in on the other lines. They are open at 260-225-9419, right? And then I always forget that one. And then Jblandparanormalsoup or Skype ID for that. Jbland Paranormal Soup. That's Skype ID. Call in. Those lines are open. I turned the do not disturb off, so you should be able to get through. How you doing, Laura Lee?
I'm good, and like I said, I knew it was just once, but I know you'll do ITC again, so I'll have to pick Jamie next time.
All right, Sean, you go ahead and roll it. She says.
Hold
on. Heard Tom already, so I don't know.
How many spirits do you have?
Maybe take it down just a little bit.
stop and ask the question. And then turn it back on. Go ahead and ask your question, Laura.
Oh, I just want to know how many spirits are actually at my house right now.
Women. Like women. That's what it sounds like.
I may have heard 6.
6? Okay. And you're in a spot I didn't expect you to be in. I know where you are. Can you mention where you are right now?
Yeah.
Can you tell Laura where you are right now?
I know you don't want to come down, but I know where you are. Yeah, you're in the attic.
I thought I heard Laura Lee in there. Something Laura Lee. I said.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
They know her well.
The spirits know Laura Lee?
Bye-bye.
What do you think about Laura Lee saying you're going bye-bye?
Silence.
Silence.
Yeah.
Heard open door.
Yep, there is, and I know how to close it now.
You hear that? She knows how to close that door.
There's a whole bunch of us that are going to be doing this.
As soon as I said that, it said okay.
Okay. Are you ready for Seraphine?
Seraphine coming there?
Oh, she doesn't have to.
Emote.
All energy work. It knows her name. Right?
That was a yes.
That was a yes.
Yeah.
Somebody else has heard Todd or Tom in there. I've heard that. It's either Todd or Tom I'm hearing. I heard that too.
That's interesting.
What's the name of the main spirit that's messed with Laura Lee all this time?
Oh, I know the name.
Yeah, well, let it say its name.
I will say
Or is
it.
it too coward?
Yeah, what's your name? We know your name.
Where's Tom again? That was Tom for sure.
That's not your name. What's your real name?
Actually, I don't remember. I don't know if you've ever told me the name.
It starts with the letter R, as in rabbit.
What is the name of the spirit that keeps bothering Laura?
Something we're listening.
There's 4 main ones, but
Just sounds like Tom.
There's a lot of Tom.
Let's say it rhymes with Tom. Let's say it rhymes with Tom.
They know.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Heard her say Mike. We got a Mike on hold on the other line. Hang on for Mike.
I also know you tried to scare someone that offered to help me with this already.
All right, if there's a Tom here, well, who's Tom looking to talk to?
Because it rhymes with Tom.
It does rhyme with Tom? It does?
Begins with an R. Rhymes with Tom. Don't say it out loud.
That's like Harry Potter. Voldemort. Oh, no, I said Voldemort out loud.
Uh-oh.
Summoning spirits here on Paranormal Soup with Harry Potter. I got the book right here.
You know what I would like to know? What's the name of the woman shapeshifter that's here? I do not know her name. Or what's the name that you guys gave to Seraphine and another team in Colorado, another team on the East Coast, same night, same day, 3 different devices. They all got the same thing. We're all live.
That said, you know who.
Yeah, but I don't know. It said you know who.
It's like they're playing with you.
Yeah, they're not normally.
One person's, and I just heard this name again. Heard Kathy.
Kathy, that's an interesting name. I haven't heard that one before.
We want the name of the shape-shifting woman that Laura Lee's seen.
Mm-hmm. She mimics me all the time. She looks just like me, and she does things to Del. She usually hits them and does stuff.
What's the name?
That sounded like SHIT.
Could have been.
I didn't hear that.
And the person hearing crickets, there are live crickets in the basement. That's the crickets you hear.
You're hearing crickets?
That's my crickets. We're at war right now.
Oh, not good. Yeah, I'm gonna. I know what they get. 3 different devices in 3 different parts of the U.S. live, all got the same results. Different devices.
All right. One last try. Can you say the name? Don't be shy. Heard Sarah.
Well, Seraphine. I call her Sarah. It was Rita. I don't know who Rita is. We'll see if that is. Thanks for taking my call, Jason. I don't want to take up too much time. And thanks, Sean and Nicole, so much.
No, thank you for calling in, Laura Lee. And listen back. Let me know if you hear anything.
I will for sure. I'll stay tuned. No worries. I want to hear the rest of them. I know you guys get great results. Have a good night. Great show.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. We got Mike, who was trying to call in on the other line. We got him on the other Skype line. Hold on. How you doing tonight, Mike?
Hi. How's everybody on the panel there? Looking good?
Looking good. I know you always call in on the other Skype line. This is the other line that's usually has a guest on it, but that's what on ITC nights. Okay. They're usually all open unless I'm doing the reverse ITC. So this is the other line you always can try. How you doing? Okay. So, all right. Who are you going to pick in the SpiritBox musical chairs here? Me and Sean went. So Jamie or Rob? This is like dodgeball. You guys are last to be picked on the team. I'm sorry, you losers. I'm sorry.
I was just going to maybe make a comment on some research, but quickly.
Yeah, go for it.
I saw a program today on one dimension, which, we're in 3. One, I guess, is just looking at something flat. 2 is like, 2-sided. I think you can understand, we see in 3. Now, the 4th has to do with time.
Right.
Okay. The fourth is time. So we're going to have to pass through that when we pass. Okay. I believe
Space time, actually. It's space and time.
And it's interesting. Yeah. It's as far as I've heard, it was time is the fourth. Okay. And you can't understand that. You can't. I don't look, forget that. Just the fifth might be space. Okay. That's way too difficult. Whatever. I just want to keep this to a thing. So this person did research all around the world, and when people pass, it's different for like Asians versus Indians versus Westerners. Sometimes we see the light, okay, and then in the East there's a river, and then somebody comes and they have to cross, okay, and then I believe the Asians are a little bit different, but it's sort of universal, if you will, if you think about it. Anyway, okay, that being said, I'm looking into that. And then also I hear a lot of, in my research, I try different things because it's research. In fact, I lit a candle this time, and then I've been hearing a lot of help. And I think help me is coming from the fourth dimension. Like they didn't, you know what I mean? Possibly. We'll get back to this.
Well, the lower astral is what a lot of people say. The lower astral realms have a lot of spirits looking for somebody to give them a doorway to get out of the lower astral realm, and we can help them do that, they think.
Right. So what I do, I light this candle, and then I gotta do the tape recorder like you guys, and I gotta go back and I gotta enhance it. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, I know what's going on, and as I'm doing this, okay, the candle is lit, and I'm going through my head. I know a lot of different prayers, a lot of healing prayers I was actually almost going to be a priest one time, believe it or not. So I just remember like a lot of healing prayers, a lot of different prayers. And I do this mentally as I'm, listening. And I think it was effective toward the end of a session. Actually, I was doing it in reverse.
Actually,
I never did that before.
You make a good point. You make a good point. I keep forgetting to mention to people is when you do call in, try to focus and talk to what spirit you want to come through, especially if it's a family member. Call out to them before you get while you're waiting, or you're getting ready to call in. Make your intent clear. Call out and let them know.
Let me stop. Romaine is a woman who passed away next door, and I contacted her twice already. So let's see if we can get Romaine on the line, okay?
Romaine.
Which one of you guys want to do the box?
Well, Jamie or Rob, who wants to go?
Jamie or Rob? Well, let's go with my friend Jamie. She's so nice.
Are you ready, Jamie? All right, she's gonna get set up here.
Oh, okay. Or if it's easier for Sean.
You bring up though the topic of people seeing some commonalities, but all of them kind of seeing stuff that's related to their culture and religious background. But one of my favorite movies, and as sappy as it might be for some, but is What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams. Because that's my interpretation of what a possibility of the afterlife is like. It's going to be your expectations are going to mold the painting around you. You make the canvas with your experiences and what you expect.
Right, and the neuropsychiatrist who did this research says you're gonna be like, you might get stuck because you got to let go. You got to let go of this all of your possessions. This is what we have our whole life to think about, and I would suggest people start thinking about their lives, and giving it up. You got to leave it. But anyway, let's get on with our
test. We are no longer testing. We are ready to talk, spirits. All right. Call out to Romaine, Mike. I thought I just heard Romaine. Did somebody else hear that? Yes.
Is Romaine here with us? For Mike?
Mike? Yes, for Mike. Told you Jamie sounded good.
That was
Keep talking to him, Mike. Keep talking to her. Something about a car.
Ed?
Panic? Ed? Yes?
Ask Romaine if she's
Go ahead, Mike.
Would you like to ask
Go ahead and
Romaine?
ask your question.
Ask Romaine if she's with her husband, who passed away.
Are you with your husband, Romaine?
Female's voice said yes. What's your husband's name for validation?
I don't know. Her husband.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell us your husband's name?
Her boss. Was he the boss? How did Romaine pass, Mike? Mike, how did Romaine pass?
I think it's the mic again, maybe.
Oh, I'll turn it down a second. I want to ask Mike a question. Mike, how did Romaine pass?
Just natural 90, you know,
Okay,
really
so
a nice lady,
Oh,
really,
lady.
really
Okay.
a sweet thing, you know. And you know what? She owned a antique store, and I think she's still here. You know, she may. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Again, we started to talk about crossing, you know, and I believe there's levels, but we'll discuss all that later. So, you know, maybe it takes time, you know. But
How long ago did she pass?
Oh, maybe going on I don't know, 6 months or maybe you know, longer. I just, you know, I can't think.
All right, we'll call out some more to her. Try to find some validation questions, Mike.
Romaine, are you happy that?
Say that question again.
Are you happy that I talked to you, Romaine?
Are you happy, Romaine, that he talks to you, that Mike talks to you?
Yeah. For validations reasons, Romaine, what does Mike talk to you about? Proud of him? She said she's proud of him.
Proud of
Mike? Yeah.
Are you still in the antique store? Do you still hang out at the antique store, Romaine?
Yep.
Zach F?
Zach on the line?
No, he isn't.
Do you
Don't
have
know
any,
a Zach, do you?
Do you have anything you'd like to say to Mike while you can?
Prayer? I heard faith and I heard prayer. Pete? Can you think of an open-ended validation question? You get him to say more than yes and no, Mike.
Romaine, you told me you're dead.
Turn it down a second so we can ask Jamie.
She said I'm dead.
Yeah, I heard I'm dead.
Yeah, see, that's the first thing she told me when the first session. I'm dead. You know, and
I just heard I'm dead. And
yeah, isn't that something?
Right as I was telling her to turn it down, of course. So, ask your question again, though. I was trying to hear what you were asking. Were you asking what was the first thing you said to me?
Yeah.
Oh, then I just cut her off. She's.
That's okay. That's okay, guys. Don't take up too much time. But you know, it's just very look, it's so interesting because we're gonna be there one day, you know, guys, girls.
Everybody will. Everybody will.
And it's so fascinating. And I think this is a wonderful movement because, you know, nobody wants to think about it, and you know, we bring it to mind. It's important. It's important, very important. it's so much different, you know. And anyway, I don't know. I don't want to keep rambling on
You're
here,
fine,
but thank
Mike.
you.
Thank you for thank you for calling in, bud.
Yeah,
and then
out new things, I'll share again.
Yeah, if you find out the name of her husband for validation on that, let us know.
I will. Okay. Yeah, if I can.
Yeah, and if you hear anything your own listening to it, let me know once we get go back and listen to it and message me.
By the way, I live across the street from a funeral home. Also,
well, that you get your own spirit box on the show one of these days. I'll take a caller if you got a clear enough line. You want to try it on Skype? I would prefer. You want to play your spirit box for a minute? We'll do it. Spirit box musical chairs of everybody.
How about next time?
Next time, Mike, have a spirit box ready to go.
I'll be a little prepared, you know, with I got to get the batteries in and all that, you know. So yeah, no, I usually, here's a thing I do in the past 6 years. I leave the batteries out of it, you know, when I'm not using it, and they last a whole lot longer, you know. A little bit of a hint or a.
But you gotta watch out; the spirits will drain those batteries.
I know that's happened before. I understand.
Or fry your mixing boards or whatever, or you're just stupid and do it on your own like I did.
I think the most positive thing is to be love and good and love yourself and love your neighbor.
Hey, this person in the chat room, Aaron here in the chat room says, call in from the graveyard. That I'm with Aaron. You get to remember, Mike, I think one of the first times you called in, you were talking about going to the graveyard with the Ouija board. I'm like, no, don't do that. But yeah, bring a spirit box out there and do your cleansing stuff afterwards. But go out there, bring the spirit box, call us in. But the problem is internet connection. I don't know if your Skype's if you got enough Wi-Fi or data for that.
Oh, by the way, I do have holy water in my ghost bag, you know.
All right, Mike, you have a great night.
Okay, thank you all. God bless. Thank you.
All right, let's see how much time we got. We got some time before the next commercial break. We got somebody else on the line here. 661 area code. Who do we got?
Hey, this is Chandra.
Hey, Chandra, how you doing?
All right, Jason, how are you tonight?
Doing good. Well, you're going to get Rob because it's Rob's turn. Rob's the last man on the dodgeball team.
I love y'all, so.
But Jamie, you sounded it's some. I can't wait to listen back to yours because there's some stuff in there I thought I heard.
Yeah,
and it was same Mike and yeah. So I'm definitely interested to hear that. All right, Rob, what are you going to run tonight?
I get the Spiritist running right now.
All right. Anybody in particular you're going to try to reach out to, Chandra?
Well, I kind of want to know who is in my house and doing things. I've had some really crazy things go on this last week. I've had tapping on my pillow while I'm laying down. As I was painting tonight, Jared was in the kitchen cooking. My canvases flew across the room. And then he went to go grab the oil and something lifted up my scrub brush in my kitchen sink up and then dropped it into my sink right in front of Jared. Scared him. And so I've had some really crazy stuff going on. And I just want to figure out who or what it is.
They need to do your dishes or they're going to start picking stuff up, right? Like, put
right?
that scrub brush to work.
You want to dust for me? Come on.
I actually knew somebody that had that kind of spirit. Swear to God, they'd come home and his clothes would be put away and stuff would be cleaned. I'm like, man, that's the kind of spirit I need, right?
Right?
I think the spirit.
Right, but it was just dropping it.
Yeah, I think the spirit would quit within a day with my 7-year-old and 3-year-old. They'd be like, oh, screw this.
Right.
All right, Robbie, you ready to go?
Yeah, let me restart it here. It's getting freaky on me.
It's all right. That's probably a good sign, right?
Maybe. It's been
the other phone lines open right now is Skype ID Jblandparanormalsoup or phone line 260-225-9419. Oh.
It's me.
Okay.
I think he's got it. Maybe.
And nothing's coming out.
Oh, man. It happens. We can, Rob, do you think got it?
I thought I heard
one last try. It's just messing with you now.
Now it is. It was working.
Now it's messing with you.
Like 5 minutes ago.
Let's see here. All right.
keep working on it, Rob. See if maybe we'll get you on the next after the commercial break. Sean, you want to go again? You good with that, Chandra?
I'm perfectly fine. I love y'all. So.
All right.
Hi, Chandra.
Rob,
hello, Chandra.
Hey, Nicole. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Rob. Hey, Jason. Hey, Sean.
So let's just give it a turn on. There we go.
Go ahead, Chandra.
I would like to know who's in my house throwing things.
Chandra would like to know who is in her house throwing things.
Is there something that I need to pay attention to?
I heard Chandra.
Are you trying to get Chandra's attention for some reason?
Help? How can Chandra help you?
Are you family?
Just a Nicole.
I have like a little mausoleum in my house, so that's why I'm asking.
Okay, so it said Nicole. I'm not sure if they were trying to talk to me or if you have a Nicole in your family.
Are you upset about something?
Two people heard no, we're not when you asked if they were your family.
Then who are you?
I heard demon.
Yeah.
Oh no! Please don't tell me that.
I did. I'm sorry. That's what I heard. I
You
might
have
be
no
wrong.
you have no idea. There's some things that's gone on that are really crazy, and I'm just like that scares the shit out of me right now.
If this is a demon, how did this get invited into Chandra's home?
They said pray.
I'll say this, Chandra. I've heard and I believe spirits like to try to sound really big and bad and sometimes claim to be demonic.
That's true.
Why are you bothering Chandra?
Yeah, Chandra, why are you trying to bother her? Keep talking to him, Chandra.
Okay, Chandra.
I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say.
Don't go thinking you have a demon in your house just because we heard
Was
that.
it because I messed with the Ouija board?
Oh, that's usually. Did the Ouija board have anything to do with the permission given to enter the home? There is something there.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Is this the same thing that bothered me when I was young?
It's following us, I heard.
Yeah, I just thought I heard that too.
How do I get rid of it?
How can Chandra get rid of this?
It's like something's preventing other ones from talking.
Yep, I agree.
Was that her name kind of distorted in there?
Sounded like it to me.
Yeah. What is the name of the spirit in Chandra's home? And I'm calling it a spirit.
You need to tell us your name.
What did you hear, Sean?
I heard devil in a really whisper voice.
You heard what?
I heard devil in a when you asked the question, Jason. Devil.
He referred to it as a spirit, and it
said it's a
coming
devil.
back with devil. Yeah, probably just a supercharged negative. I don't think it's demonic.
I don't care what it is, Chandra. You can tell it to get out of your house.
Yeah.
Tell it to leave.
Set the intention. Command it to leave in the name of whatever your higher power is. I would.
Every time I try to light my Palo Santo, it blows out.
Really?
Yes.
Well, keep it lit. Get out your salt.
Earlier today.
Yeah, just light it. Keep lighting it. Keep fighting. It's your home.
Don't give up.
Yeah, don't give fear and don't give permission. Renounce all permission given.
Do you hear that? Chandra's not letting you stay anymore.
So she asked you to leave.
I don't know.
Any last messages for Chandra?
I'm gonna have to listen back to this.
Are there angels that can come in and help Chandra?
Are there angels? Any angels here that could come and help Chandra?
Yes, I heard yes. Several.
Chandra, I'll get a hold of you two. I'll get in contact with you through Messenger and kind of help try to figure this thing out with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Totally not what I was expecting tonight.
Right. Again, can the spirits tell us, what do you want with Chandra?
I think a mouth voice just come through and said no. I don't know what that would mean.
Who is? I saw a question here from somebody. Is Chandra the channel? Are you able to access her home through her? Because she's revoking your permission.
Yes.
Heard that Tom in there.
Mm-hmm.
Getting him a lot tonight.
Chat room, don't add.
I feel like there's something that keeps mocking in between too.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, say goodbye, spirits. Can you say goodbye?
Get out.
Yeah, goodbye and get out. You can't stay in any of these homes or any of the watchers' homes.
You need to go.
And you need to go.
You need to go home, but you can't stay here.
Go back to wherever you came from. You're no longer welcome.
You're out. Okay.
Well, we got to go to commercial break. Go ahead and shut that down. Hey, Chandra, just take command, take control. Don't give in to fear, because that, if anything, I've learned that's.
I've been trying to do that, but that just really caught me off guard. I really didn't expect that. I expected it to be someone from my family because, like I said, I have all these ashes here, and so I'm just.
But it could be. It could be your family. You're talking to a spirit box that's in another location. It could be picking up on anything, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know the Chandra, but we're going to mess with her good."
That could be
maybe.
So don't assume. Never trust anything. That goes for everybody that calls in tonight. Even if it sounds like a loved one coming through, we don't know if it is. There's no way of knowing. Anything can. Either we're hearing things and making things out of nothing, or we are hearing things. But even if we are hearing things, you don't know if that's the person you're talking to. I don't care if they validate or not. Too, you don't know. You never know. Never be 100% like, I know I talked to my grandmother here or that. You really don't. There's no way anything can fake being anything on this.
Yeah.
But
very true, Jason.
But I've had people that really, I've had it with my own family members hearing voices on doing this, and I do believe our loved ones do come through. But the point is, you don't know for 100% sure on anything.
And like I said to you, Chandra, I can message you later. And just kind of, we can put our heads together and do some just in case stuff that'll help you out too.
Okay.
All right, Shonda, you have a great night. We got to go to commercial break.
You too. Thank you so much.
Have a great night, Shonda. See you in the chat room. All right, guys, we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, I think we'll try, if I can get it working here, the Edison Spirit Box when we come back. So I won't take phone calls right away after the commercial break because I want to try this out. It's an Edison Spirit Box. Basically, I took the Raven X app that Matt Payne for Paranormal Shadow Investigations made for me, and I've inputted as the voice of Thomas Edison as the input chopped up. We'll see. Maybe Thomas Edison will come through. All right, we'll be back after this short commercial break.
When Alex Gardner is asleep, he has an extraordinary gift. The government wants it, the scientists want it, but to keep it may cost him his life. It might be better if Alex didn't sleep at all, but he cannot resist entering the dreamscape. Can you? See Dreamscape in the West End and all over London now. Certificate 15. It takes an extraordinary adventurer to enter the dreamscape.
Knights of the Road, here's your stallion. The car for freedom. The car for hot excitement. The car for a man who is alone against the elements.
Matsu Thunder.
The pride is back. It's the power of a compact.
It looks small, but it's so big.
Fuel injected.
Inject me.
My Matsu Thunder. On the toll road of life, you have to pay to prove you can. Live the emotion of an individual. The awesome power of nature distilled into one vehicle. Because after you get struck by lightning, there's thunder.
The Matsu Thunder.
Tired of school?
Who was Joan of Arc?
Noah's wife? Like to travel?
Let's go back into history. Let's reach out and touch someone.
Want to meet people in the past?
Put them in the Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden? Excellent! Execute them. Bogus.
Then hitch a ride with George Carlin, Keanu Reeves, and Alex Winter in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure from Orion Pictures.
Hi, Jill. What are you making?
I'm making average noodles for my kids.
What are they like?
They're distinctly average. This one is broccoli flavour.
That is very average. I could barely raise any extreme enthusiasm for those whatsoever.
You should try their other flavours like carrot, plain fish and potato.
Are they quick to prepare?
Compared to other noodles, you mean?
Yes.
They're pretty average, actually.
Well, I might just possibly go and maybe buy some sometime in a bit, perhaps.
Yes, I'm sure your whole family will be mildly interested in average noodles.
Average noodles, they're okay, just nothing special.
Hi, Jill! What are you making? I'm making super noodles. For your kids? Stuff that. For me. What flavour are they? They're magnificent mild curries. Oh, they are super!
Wait till you try their other flavours, like sudden fried chicken, barbecue beef, and cheese and ham.
Wow, Jill, this has changed my life. Now I really appreciate the meaning of the word super as an adjective. Mummy, can we have some?
Yes! In fact, let's invite the whole street round for tea! Yeah!
Bachelor's super noodles, not named super for nothing.
The first time was only a warning. Damien, Omen 2. Now showing at the Leicester Square Theatre. Certificate X. Available in paperback from Futura Books.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from Talkstream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
Vince, you said before you were waiting for a sign. What sign are you waiting for?
Gozer the Traveler. He will come in one of the pre-chosen forms. During the rectification of the Valdrani, the Traveler came as a large and moving torb. Then, during the third reconciliation of the last of the McKettrick supplicants, they chose a new form for him, that of a giant slore. Many Shubs and Zools knew what it was to be roasted in the depths of the slore that day, I can tell you.
Tonight on Paranormal Soup, it's ITC Collective Night, or Instrumental Trans Communication, SpiritBox Sessions, basically. We play live SpiritBox apps, radios, devices, reverse voice ITC, and coming up here, we're going to be trying to contact Thomas Edison. I just recently rewatched The Skull Experiment. If you remember, if anybody's not seen that, I highly recommend it. The Afterlife Project, Skull Experiment. Check out the documentary. One part of it, they talk about, it's these mediums, they do these spirit contact sessions like twice a week for 5 years, and during that they had the spirit team that worked with them. They would leave imprints on these film. There'd be no way to explain how they did it, and there'd be images, and one was a description of how to make like a spirit communication device, and it had the initials of Thomas Edison. It looked just like his initials. They come to find out he was part of their spirit team on the other side trying to help communicate. So I came with the idea of this app called Raven X. I came with this idea a couple of years ago with Matt Payne of Paranormal Shadow Investigations.co.uk. He has an app on the devices you can get off of Android, and but there's an original app, Raven X, which you can get off his website and download. It's a Windows app, and that you can input 3 different channels of your own audio. Well, I've taken Thomas Edison's voice and I've chopped it up to what you call almost like allophones. It's just the basic pieces of his speech, and the idea behind it is kind of like sympathetic magic in a way. I'm using his voice to try to draw in his spirit, because maybe he could control his voice. That'd be the easiest mechanism to control your own voice. Maybe it'll draw upon his energy. I don't know. Maybe we'll get nothing. But it's worth always experimenting and trying. So let's go ahead and get rolling on into this. All right. Now you can call in still. The phone lines are open. 219-230-4444, 260-225-9419. Those lines are open. Skype ID oojblandoo and Jblandparanormalsoup. You can call in on those. But just hold on, because I do want to run this experiment. Like I said, this is Thomas Edison's voice in reverse, and I got to get it hooked up here. Again, should have did it during a commercial break.
There we go. Now it should work. So yeah, this is the Raven X app. I wish I could screen share it, but I have it on a different computer to run it. And basically it's just his speech. I went and did it myself. I went and clipped the audio myself. There's another way you could do this with one audio channel using a thing called EVP Maker, and then run it through a reverse pedal too, because it's also coming through the reverse. So in case I didn't edit down the speech enough and a word is coming through, well, it's coming through in reverse. So if we hear anything, that should be something, hopefully, maybe. If we hear anything at all, I don't know. We did some late night Jeffrey Epstein experiments. I did this with Jeffrey Epstein, and there's some interesting responses in there, but I haven't edited it all down yet. I don't know if I'll release that or not. But this is Thomas Edison. So according to the skull experiment, he's on the other side trying to come through and communicate and figure out ways to get communication come across, maybe. I don't know, but we'll give it a shot here. So is Thomas Edison there with us? It sounds like Thomas Edison. That's what I heard. Is that who we have? Thomas Edison with us? Are you working on the other side to help communicate? For validation purposes, what's your most famous invention? Yeah. Have you made up with Tesla on the other side? I thought I heard I can or I can help you. And then I thought I heard an F off. Were you helping the skull experiment? Almost thought I heard skull experiment come through on that. It was really weird.
I think I heard a faint yes right after.
I thought it repeated skull experiment in there. Tiffany? It was rumored you tried to build your own spirit communication device not long before, and that in the later years of your life. How did it work? Is it true you're on a spirit team, and who is on that spirit team with you? Trying to help communication. Trying to think of other questions. Thomas Edison. Chat room, do you have any questions for Thomas Edison? I will repeat them here. We're hearing Ed. Who's Ed? Somebody heard I am Thomas. Hearing it. What's it like on the other side? Sarah wants to know, Thomas Edison, was your work stolen from you? Or yes. Who stole your work? Lorelei wants to know, is Thomas Edison trying to help guide any future inventions on this side in this day with inventors? Rob? Rob. Do you know who I am? Can you say my name? Yeah, I've heard Ed. Who's Ed? Tyler Schwab asks, Thomas Edison, do you have a secret to life? Linda asks, are you still inventing new technology? I would guess that'd be on the other side. Thomas? Yeah?
What does he think of us leaning towards AI? Going towards AI?
They didn't have computers, really, so I don't know if he'd understand that, but maybe he does if he's on the other side.
Can you tell us what your middle name is?
What's your middle name, Thomas? I heard Thomas and I heard Alva. Did I hear that?
I heard Alva. I didn't know that was the name, though.
Alva.
Alva?
Isn't it Alva?
Yeah.
And remember, there's this in reverse, and everything I cut up was chopped. I did not let any words come into this.
And I asked that question a minute ago, and I didn't realize I had my mic muted, and I heard it right after I asked it.
So you asked it before.
Yeah.
So they can hear you even without the mic, see?
I guess so.
Are you having a hard time communicating with us? Sarah wants to know. How many souls are in your group, Thomas?
11?
Yeah, Rob's here. All right, Thomas, can you say goodbye?
Almost sound like a boss.
I heard I am hungry. Can you eat on the other side? I heard nope right after I said it. What was your favorite food, Thomas? I want to know.
What was your wife's name?
don't know his wife's name.
I think I heard it right after I asked it.
Yeah.
Mary.
What was his wife's name?
Mary.
Mary. See, these things I should have known before I did this, but I've been so busy this week.
God bless.
God bless you. Thank you, Thomas. Say goodbye, Thomas Edison. You hear it? Bye. I have to always listen to the last thing that's left in the delay because you never know what might come through. I don't know. But the phone lines are back open. You can call in at 219-230-4444. You can call in 260-225-9419 or Skype IDs Jblandoo or Skype ID Jblandparanormalsoup. Call in, see if the spirits will talk to you. Because right now the phone lines are open. You guys can call in. Did I scare you with Thomas Edison? Or I probably scared him with Chandra. She just scared everybody off from calling in. Hey, she called in with the haunted house. Your house isn't haunted. Well, you're probably all right. If your house is haunted, still call in. Let's find out. I promise it won't say demonic, right? No. I think we scared everybody off with that phone call. But we can play around with the spirit boxes tonight, too. Rob, did you get yours up and running?
Yeah, I think I do have it running.
All right, let's test you out while we wait to see if anybody calls in. Come on, call in, people.
Works a lot better if I plug it in. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. And we do got somebody calling in right now as he just gets it set up. So while you're getting that set up, let's find out who we got in. 405 area code. Who do we got?
Oh, that was pretty fast. It's Tyler. How you guys
Hey, Tyler.
doing?
What's up, dude?
So, not much. Just relaxing, getting ready for work tomorrow.
What'd you think of the Thomas Edison spirit box?
That was pretty awesome, especially when I thought I heard his wife's name too.
I missed that. I didn't.
And then his middle name.
I heard his middle name. I heard that. Yeah, I
Coach
definitely
when
heard
he
that.
said Mary, and then he was like replying to all our questions in the chat room too.
Yeah, it's like they know, like they somehow know or see us and hear us. Like Rob said, he thinks he heard him when he was muted.
Yeah.
And then they seem to know what's in the chat room because I hear that all the time. People say he's responding to what they're saying in the chat room. So how that would work, I have no idea. But
I wonder if it's possible. Do you think it's possible that like since I'm here and when I'm asking questions, can they use our phones? Whatever spirits around me use my phone to communicate. Crossed over to the voice, the box.
I don't know. You could ask them, see if they respond. Do you have anybody you're going to try to communicate with tonight, or anybody you got in mind?
Well, last time I did a ghost box session. While Sean and Nicole were running it, we were having some pretty insane stuff because I'm finding out where I've been hanging out for the past 2 months. There's some houses got some pretty dark history and whatnot.
Really? So you want to try to reach out to that?
Yeah, I would love to, because I've had this creepy feeling every time I pass this house and come to find out the story of it, and then I'm like, whoa, okay. And it happened 2 years ago.
All right. Well, Rob's going to run it. Anybody else who wants to call in, the 260-225-9419 phone line's open, and the Skype ID Jblandparanormalsoup, that is open. You can call in, and we'll just hold on, and we'll take you after Tyler's call.
All right, Tyler, what do you want to ask him?
Tyler?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Did you hear Rob?
On the queue.
Oh, do you hear Rob? Did you hear Rob ask you? I want to make sure you can hear him.
What do you want to ask him? What do you want to
I
ask
can't
him
hear
about?
Rob.
You can hear him?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Now I can hear him fine. Now.
Okay.
What happened to you?
Heard you should relax.
I need to relax. Yeah, I know I need to relax on what happened over there because I thought I seen somebody going into a house the other day, and
Rob?
so what happened to you? Can you validate what happened to you?
Keep hearing Sarah in there.
I heard Sarah.
Cutting up.
I heard to bless you also.
Yep.
Yeah. I just heard that was me. Then who's me? Who's talking to us?
No. Who said bless you?
Organized.
Yeah, who said that?
I have. Who's got?
Somebody said they heard a woman's voice say, "Here comes Spock." Well, it is the 53rd year anniversary of Star Trek, and I kind of wish I would love Leonard Nimoy to come through. But that might be Zach's trying to call. Hey, Zach, call in on Jblandparanormal Soup Skype ID or the 260-225-9419. We'll get you try to get Spock, right? Keep talking, Tyler.
Maybe because he's honing in on him. Maybe they're calling Spock to come through.
Yeah, they're like, Zach's going to be
He's saying
calling in.
you're next.
Yeah.
Hey, so what happened to you? Can you validate? Was that you that what slammed the door when I was walking past the house by chance? Because there was no wind, and I live in Oklahoma, where the wind comes running down the plains.
Through them. Like a sudden break. But not enough. But
What's the name of the spirit that haunts this house that Tyler's talking about?
I don't even know the little girl. I don't even know the person's name. I really don't. What's your name?
Suing. So, repeat after me.
Repeat after you? Repeat after you what?
What do you have to tell?
Something hurry?
Confusion.
Or is this a different spirit that's coming through that's not the what I'm trying to hone in on? You say
Keep
your
hearing
name?
Phyllis in here several times.
Phyllis?
I've heard Phyllis several times. I think some other people have heard it too.
Tiffany.
That's
Tiffany.
my so recently y'all know both of my grandparents are deceased. My grandmother passed away about 2-3 weeks ago, and so I believe she's with my grandfather.
What was your grandmother's name?
But Catherine, but my grandfather's sister's name is Phyllis, and I always went up north and visit them all the time.
Is this Phyllis here for Tyler?
And to cool fears. Face your intuition.
Face your fears?
Trust your intuition, I thought.
That was
We heard
definitely
face your fears.
Face your fears, yeah.
I've been facing them. I got a lot of them.
Tap your knees.
I'm just trying to stay to myself, but
That sounded like a F-bomb, but I swear Thomas Edison kept on telling me to F off during that, but that just might have been a repeating clip. I don't know.
wait, and I just got I had to take a deep breath right as it said that.
I have
calling on my guides and all them. Whatever spirit said that, it can go away.
Feel you? I heard that. It's like feel you. You feel Tyler?
In the room.
In the room with me? I heard that. Are you in the room with Tyler?
Oh my God! Again, you guys are not responsible for any hauntings.
No, we are not responsible for any haunting. This is all on you, man. Are you in the room with Tyler? What part of the room are you in? You don't have a loft,
Oh
do
my
you?
gosh! Huh?
You don't have a loft, do you?
What's that?
You don't have a loft in your house, do you?
Yeah.
It said loft when
No,
I asked
I'm not
that.
in the loft.
It might be.
But maybe
You're dead.
Okay. Are you?
Oh, there's my chat. Like, why am I not seeing the chat?
Are you in the front seat?
Julie something?
What's my stepfather's name?
Something Tom. But we've been getting that all night.
Wes.
Wes?
Wes. Jacob.
Phyllis again.
I heard Billy too. Somebody heard Lewis.
Wow, this is I was getting chills for a while there for like a good minute.
What was the name?
My stepdad's name's Stuart.
Stuart. Nope, no Stuart. I heard.
But I've heard that name come out when I've talked to my grandfather.
Can Tyler's grandfather say something?
Yeah. Okay, so Grandpa, I didn't know this. I didn't know nothing about this part of when you got done with World War II. Instead of you bought a bunch of land in this town. Instead of keeping it, who did you sell it to? Who did you give it to? He just gave it away. He didn't sell it, but he gave it away.
Who did you give your property to?
Yep, building. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Built building. Whoo. Yep. Those 2 words. Built building.
Fed. Yes, no. Was.
Something was.
No.
Oh, that's a.
Don't punch.
Set. As.
Keep talking, Tyler.
Whoa, what was that? What?
I heard, are you here with me and are you listening?
We're listening. We're here.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I can hear you. What was your favorite thing you did alive until you developed Parkinson's disease? You did it all the way until you were 76 years old. And that's how you met Grandma.
Her beautiful.
Smith.
Something Smith.
How did you meet Tyler's grandmother?
Well,
Something the flame?
I heard that. Yeah, I heard something about a flame.
Yeah.
Yep. It was a major flame.
Heard she loves you in like a whisper.
And the crazy part is, these people, they weren't my blood. They loved me like was their blood. He would, right before he died, he said, "I'm always your grandfather. I'm always your grandpa." So yeah. But he, when he came back from the war, he took the money from World War II and bought land and gave it to the church and built the church with my grandmother and a couple other fellers. And yeah.
Smart.
I heard we built.
And then flame again.
I don't know if it ever caught on fire, but
what did you build?
Did you mean Tyler's grandparents were twin flames?
We just heard prayers and strength.
Heard trust.
Your mom?
Your mom. I heard trust your mom.
Trust my mom.
My take.
Well, I really thank you for everything you taught me, Grandpa.
Your aura. My take. Angel Michael.
Angel Michael? I don't know if I heard
Yeah, I
that.
heard the Angel Michael. I heard Angel Michael, yeah.
Definitely. That was clear. Very clear.
Ooh, trust Angel Michael.
They said call him.
Call Angel Michael.
Call upon Angel Michael.
Does Tyler need angelic help?
Planet is in water, G. Earth.
What about being mighty?
Take a little bit.
Yeah. So, something really wicked. Speaking of, I don't know if this is irrelevant to what's going on in the spirit box, but kind of like told you guys, but I told the or the audience, but not trying to like brag or anything, but this is crazy how the universe works. I've been studying this genre of music. It's called cyberpunk, and I've been listening to this guy like every time he comes out with something new. I've been listening to him for about 3-4 years, and he randomly went through his I don't know if you see my comment, then you checked out my stuff, and now we're friends, and it's so weird. I don't know if that's the work of you.
Did the spirits? One last question for Tyler. Did the spirits help Tyler hook up with this other musician? Yep.
It's a blessing. I can't believe how that just because this guy's like pretty much like Post Malone to me, or like Drake, or.
I'm the 80-year-old guy over here. Goes who?
Before you ask that last question, too, I heard they come to the bed. If that resonates with you at all.
They come to the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. What's that supposed to mean?
I don't like the sound of it.
I don't, because my night terrors.
Yes,
Yeah.
dreams.
Are the spirits responsible for Tyler's night terrors? Sound like a yes, maybe.
I thought he would sleep it off, but I could have just made that up.
Why are you trying to show Tyler something? What are you trying to show him?
Because I see them when sometimes I break it out. I see them. I see them standing in front of me, but they don't. They're silent, straight faced.
I just started to say silence.
We don't want silence. Unless they're silence us.
Silence.
23.
Really? No, I'm using those 5, 6.
Huh.
All right. Can you say goodbye to Tyler?
Peace be with you.
Energy.
Love you, spirits. Love you, Grandpa and Grandma, and everybody that came through. Thank you, Paranormal Soup, for everything.
Well, maybe somebody's comment. Maybe you have Archangel Michael with you. I don't know. I heard that. I heard that. Archangel Michael. I heard that.
Why? I want to know why is he with me? Is he protecting me? Is he guiding me for something? Is he preparing me for?
Call him.
Call him.
Yeah, I heard the call in.
Probably wanting you for him to protect you, mate.
Is Tyler in danger? Clearly.
Yeah.
I got a question. Okay, here's a really good one. Archangel Michael, if you're there, can you come through and validate this? The last time someone tried to hurt me, were you the one that left the scratches on that person?
I think I'm no.
What was that? I think I might. Or
I think I might know.
Is that? I'll get some different.
This sounds very like a female coming through.
Mm-hmm.
And a male saying, "What
yeah, don't."
I heard what the F. Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm
getting
here too.
Chills. I'm getting chills, and I can't. The tears are just running down my face. I can't stop it. I'm not crying. It's just I don't know what's going on, dude.
Is Archangel Michael helping Tyler right now? I heard something about tears.
Yeah.
When he has the night terrors, should he call on Archangel Michael? When he gets the dreams?
That's it.
Something about heaven.
Makes what?
Said mix.
Say it again.
What did he say? What did it say? You cut it out on that. That
Was
weird.
it Minx?
Minx.
Huh. Think.
Is it who's Minx?
Meeks?
It was either Minx or Mix.
I don't know.
Said he's here. Is he here for someone else?
Sorry for the long session, y'all.
It's all right. All right. Say goodbye to him, Tyler.
Thank you, Archangel. I'm stuck. I can't even talk. Thank you, Spirit.
All right.
Thank you for coming through, and thank you for Paranormal Soup, and I love y'all.
All right, bud. You have a great night.
Yeah, it's really hard to talk. It's a lot to take in.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
There you go.
Okay. We got somebody else on the phone line here. Hold on. Got the right chords, right? Okay. 509 area code. Who do we got?
Hey, it's me, Marie. How are you guys doing?
Hey, Marie. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, I had to pause the other thing. My cat was flipping out, but that's okay.
Well, we were talking about that before the show. I saw it in the chat room talk about that, but we were talking about that before the show. Nicole and Jamie were talking about how their cats seem to get, excuse me, too much coffee here, get attracted to the spirit box. I'm like burping on air here, man. I'm totally losing it. But the spirit boxes attract the cats, which I would think would scare them. Mine's silent, so my cat never even knows what I'm playing around with. But they say they get attracted to it. I don't know. I've heard that from other people too.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Now I wonder what the spirits have for me tonight.
Now you called in with me when we were on Heather's show.
Yes.
And you called in before with Bill on him doing the tarot.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now, did you listen?
I think it was me. It was either me or Christopher.
Was
it me or Christopher? I don't remember.
I don't know. But when you called in on
Christopher and I have the same voice.
No, I don't. I don't remember Christopher. I remember Marie, and I remember you called in on Heather's show.
Yes, that was Heather's show.
Now,
yes.
did you get to listen to the video clip back that I posted?
Yes, and yes.
Did anything significant come through?
Yes, my grandmother came through.
Really?
Yes, my grandmother did.
What was her name?
The matriarch of the entire family came through. Oh my goodness.
What was your grandmother's name?
Myrtle.
Myrtle.
Thurston. Yes. I wonder if she can come in tonight. But be aware, she curses.
All right. It's all right if they do it on the spirit box. We just don't tag it. At least not live, we don't. All right.
All right.
Jamie, do you think you might want to go? All right, Jamie's going to run her spirit box. And for anybody else who wants to call in, the other phone lines are open. The 230-4444. Wait, no. 219-230-4444 line is open, as well as the Jblandparanormalsoup Skype ID is open if you want to still call in. All right, Marie, you go ahead and call out to your whatever spirit you're looking for tonight. Do it. Said do it. Just do it.
Oh my gosh. That sounds like my father's spirit coming through, my stepfather.
Is this Marie's stepfather? Dad? I heard dad.
Yes. Or maybe that was my stepdad that just came through. Oh my goodness, that was him.
They keep telling you to keep talking.
All right. I'm rather shy today, spirits. So whoever wants to come through, come through. Say your name.
Dad.
I said I'm not, though. I heard I'm not, and then I heard dad in another voice. I don't know if that's related. Steve?
No, Pete. Pete, what's his name?
What was his name?
Pete.
Pete? Ford?
If my biological father is on the other side, can you please tell me why? What happened?
What was can you repeat your question, please?
And repeat your question, Marie.
Okay, I will repeat it. I said if my biological dad is on the other side, can one of the spirits tell me his name?
Can somebody validate and say the name of her biological father, please? Are any of her family members with us tonight?
I heard here and yes.
Do you know the name of her father, her biological father?
Job?
No, I can't. No.
Heard Pete? I heard I'm not again.
Please. Good luck.
Philip? And we're getting all kinds of names here.
That's my aunt. Oh my goodness.
Who's your aunt?
My aunt. My Aunt Paula's Aunt Cleve. Is that what you did just came in? That would be so cool if you could answer that.
Is her aunt with us?
Paula.
Paula?
Yeah, Paula.
If Paula's here with us, does she have any messages for Marie, aunt? Do you have anything you'd like to say to Marie?
Oh, is he coming through too? Bill. That would be my Uncle Bill, my Aunt Sandy's ex-husband. Yes, that's you.
Oh, Bill. Just said again.
Yep, that's my Aunt Sandy's ex-husband. Hurt.
Who's here? You got Marie here with you.
I'm here.
Man, we're getting Thomas a lot tonight.
There goes my aunt again.
Paula?
Oh, yes.
I hear that distinctive voice.
That's my Aunt Paula.
Does that sound like her voice?
Yes.
Stop? Why would we want to stop? We want to talk.
No, let's not stop talking.
Collard greens?
Yeah. Was it collard greens? I don't know.
I don't know if I heard Paula. Yeah, before that. I might have heard Paula before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Paula have a message for
Oh, that
Marie?
is so cool.
Marie's listening right now. If anybody would like to pass a message to her.
I heard Willis, and then I heard another spirit say, "Who's Willis?" What you talking about, Willis?
Get on with it.
Never heard that come out of spirit
Yeah.
before. Not
Oh, that
scared.
is a weird voice. That is so cool.
Sound like a child's voice in the background. Is there a child here with
yeah,
us?
I know who that child is.
Bring the child forth. Who's the child? Bring the child forth.
Is that Emily? Emily? Is that you? I think I heard you.
Are you with us, Emily?
Can you bring the child again? We heard her. Can the child come through and say something?
I heard you. Yes, it was her.
Can we hear the child's voice again?
Can I hear her?
It's him. It's him.
It's him? No, we're looking for Emily.
Hello, Mr. Jacob was Emily.
Darren.
Not Derek. I want Emily.
Definitely heard Robert.
Robert?
Yeah.
I'd have to ask Chris, but I think I know who.
Or they sound like Hispanic.
Water.
Four.
Who's that Ford again?
I know.
Thank you, guys.
Any last messages for Marie?
There is a I can hear you.
There was a what? Flame? It's a flame again.
That's like a kid saying Paula, kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, that is. That's my grandmother.
All right, spirits, can you say goodbye to Marie?
Goodbye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you, Marie, for calling in.
You're welcome.
And then let me know if you hear anything, if you listen back to it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a great night. Anybody that gets a call and you want to get a hold of me, the email is paranormalsoup, jbland@gmail.com. It's JBLAND at the end, at gmail.com. Email me and let me know. We do have Zach on the line. You there, Zach?
I am, brother. How you doing?
Hey, bud, hold on. We're going to go to commercial break. Then we come back. We'll see who you want to talk to. It's always interesting. All right, we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we will have the phone lines open and call in and see the last half hour. If any spirits want to talk to you, I might try the reverse ITC one more time tonight, too. Maybe I'll try that with Zach. I don't know. I want to try it some more because I swear we get some really interesting stuff. You just don't hear it live. I know that's not as much fun live, but man, the playback last time was incredible. All right, guys, we'll be back after this short commercial break.
Intercepted transmission of unknown origin.
Transmission? Out here?
SOS.
Human.
Unknown.
Alien. Certificate X. Exclusive engagement at the Odeon Leicester Square. Now.
Any systematized transmission indicating a possible intelligent origin must be investigated.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
This is an APAC studio presentation.
Hi, I'm Barry, owner-operator of Barry's Barometer Barn. Lately, I bet you've been lying awake at night asking yourself, how many barometers do I really need? Well, at Barry's Barometer Barn, we think you need more than one. Otherwise, we're going to go out of business. Remember, at Barry's Barometer Barn, we don't know the meaning of high-pressure sales. Come on, folks, buy another barometer. I'm trying to put my kids through college, I've got a family to support, and a secret mistress who isn't cheap.
Visit Barry's Barometer Barn, 000 Storm Drive. Come on, folks, buy a barometer. I'm Barry's older brother, Larry, and every time one of you people walk past the store without coming in, Barry beats me.
This has been a presentation from Tim Morgan's APAC Studio. For more almost professional amateur comic studio content, visit the APAC YouTube channel. Search APAC 2002. That's APAC 2002 on YouTube.
Of the second kind, physical evidence of a UFO. Close encounters of the third kind, contact. From Steven Spielberg, the director of Jaws, comes one of the most ambitious and unusual films ever made. And what you will see has never been seen before. It's a cosmic mystery crossing what many scientists believe will be the next threshold of human experience. It's called Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It begins in an Indiana town and leads to one inescapable conclusion. We are not alone. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Certificate A, now showing at the Odeon Leicester Square.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from Talkstream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
Phantasm, the film that puts the fun in funeral. And as for a fiendish story, it does have a burial plot. Come prepared to scream, because if this one doesn't scare you, you're already dead. Phantasm from Avco Embassy Pictures. Rated R under 17, not admitted without parent or guardian.
Oh, midnight preview tonight, UA Westwood Theater.
If you are interested in discovering the truth about the paranormal and want to hear from leading researchers in the field, join Justin Brown on his 3 weekly shows named My Paranormal Soapbox, Necromancer Live Show, and the Supernatural Symposium, live on Facebook, YouTube, and InterfaceDiv.net.
Heat 'em up.
Do,
break.
Be gone.
Tonight on Paranormal Soup, we've been doing ITC Collective Night. I got a lot of people trying to call in here at the last half hour. Right now, the phone lines open are the 260-225-9419 or Skype ID Jblandparanormalsoup. Like everybody's trying to call in here at the end. I don't know. I hopefully didn't lose Zach. Nope, he's still there. But you can call in on those two phone lines. Only one can get through. It's 260-225-9419. Call in and or the Skype ID Jblandparanormalsoup. Those lines are open because we got the other line full. But we're doing Spirit Box this last half hour. If you do call in, have in mind who you want to talk to. Focus on them. Ask them to come through. I think we get the best results with people who actually talk to the spirits out loud. Talk to them out loud before you call in. Anything can help. So let's go ahead and get back to the show.
That didn't sound good.
Did we lose Jason?
Testing. Okay.
There we go.
That is the weirdest thing. I have my tablet should not take a call on it, but so many are coming through. They're trying to it tried to come through on my tablet for the first time, and it shouldn't.
I don't. Calling.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're trying to all call through. If you're trying to call in right now, don't call in on the lines you're calling in. Call it in at 260-225-9419 or Skype ID Jblandparanormalsoup. You're all calling in on the line that's already full, and you almost shut down the show. So hold on. Call in on those other lines. 260-225-9419. And the other one would be Skype ID Jblandparanormalsoup. All right. Yeah, somebody's really trying to call in. Somehow they broke through. I don't even know how they got through on my tablet. That's so crazy because my audio runs through it. How you doing tonight, Zach?
I'm doing pretty good, my man. How are you doing?
Doing good. Let somebody know, whoever, put it in the chat room. If hopefully they're checking in, whoever's trying to call in right now, but they gotta chill out and try to call the other line. I'm trying to watch it, see if they do. Who do you got in mind to try to talk to tonight, Zach?
I have a very famous actor who just passed away within a month ago that I have in mind. Let's see if they'll come through.
All right. I was going to run it on my end, but I'm going to try to handle the next phone call that comes in. So I'm going to hand it over to Sean. You ready to go, Sean?
Yep, I'm ready to go right now.
Hi, Zach.
Hi, Zach.
Hey, guys.
Hi there, mate. Let's turn this on.
First question. Was your father a famous actor?
I'll repeat that question again. Zach said, was your father a famous actor?
If so, what was his name?
Trying to think who passed recently.
Did you ever ride a lot of motorcycles?
Now I know.
Did I hear an of course, but like in really weird audio, like underneath it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Eddie?
And the person waiting on the other phone line, just wait till we're done with this phone call and we'll call on you.
Have you ever worked with Dennis Hopper or Jack Nicholson?
Did you say Dennis Hopper?
That's what I just did.
Who's also passed.
How about Jack Nicholson?
Or Zach said really like long, like Zach.
What is your sister's name?
I heard Fonda. Did anybody else hear that? Yes. Yeah, we know you heard it. What's his sister's name? She's in one of my favorite movies, 9 to 5. What was the favorite movie? Your favorite movie you starred in? Is Dennis Hopper there with you?
Here.
He's here. Friends?
Peter? Yeah, I just heard Peter again. Somebody just heard it earlier, and I just heard it say Peter as I put that up.
I heard it as well. What movie were you in that starred Tim Allen and John Travolta?
Zach, we're here.
Jack's busy with hookers. All right, Zach, I'm going to let you go.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to call in. Thank you, Spirit. It's awesome to talk with us. Really appreciate it.
All right, man. We'll see if we get Peter Fonda came through. It was Peter Fonda for people who are wondering who we were trying to talk to. Have a great night, Zach.
You too, brother. Take it easy.
All right, that opens up the 219-230-4444 line, and the Skype ID Jblandoo is open. But we got somebody on the other line here, so we don't run out of time. We got 806 area code. Who do we got?
This is Cheyenne Hodges.
Sorry, say your first name. What's your first name?
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne. Thanks for calling in, Cheyenne.
No problem.
You have somebody in mind you want to try to reach out to tonight?
I want to try and reach my grandpa, Bob R. Hodges. I could have sworn I heard his name come through before.
Really? Earlier? Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
And that's their way of calling out to you. That's their way of calling out to you. Say, what's his name again?
I heard the name Robert.
Robert? Well, we have a Robert here. Speaking of Rob, do you want to run the spirit box on your end?
Sure, I can do that.
All right, Rob's going to get set up here. All right, say his whole name again.
Robert R. Hodges.
All right, Robert R. Hodges. You heard Robert come through. So sometimes they do try to call out to other people, I swear. So, and anybody else?
Or Steve Aikens, if possible.
Who else?
Steve Aikens.
Steve Aikens.
He was my stepdad, and he unfortunately committed suicide.
You know, it's funny. I did hear Steve's a couple times tonight, but we heard a lot of names that did come through. And sometimes,
Really?
sometimes there's the spirits trying to call out to the people in the chat room. I swear it is.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but one of those two, that would be cool.
All right, Rob, you ready?
Yep.
All right.
Can Robert or Steve come through for Cheyenne this evening?
Steve? Call out to him, Cheyenne.
Hi, Steve. This is Cheyenne.
Hi, Cheyenne. I heard it say hi, Cheyenne.
Oh, I heard that too. That's cool.
Keep talking to him.
Can you hear me, Steve?
Do you have something you want to tell Cheyenne?
I heard Steve does something like that. Can you think of a validation question, Cheyenne?
Okay. No, I'm trying to think.
I know.
Where was our last meeting place before you passed away?
Heard a camp.
I could have sworn I just heard tribal.
Tribal.
Yeah.
I heard a camp. Rob? Is that for Rob here, or is this
like Mom?
Yeah. Keep talking,
That
Cheyenne.
might be a validation because it hasn't been that long since I've seen his mom. Hey, Steve, what is your son? Well, can
Go
you
ahead.
say your son's name?
Made a mess.
I'm trying to get a validation for his son. His son misses his dad really bad.
What's his son's name?
Jonathan.
God calling.
I think you're losing. All right.
Does Steve have any messages for his son, Jonathan? Lori thought she heard Jonathan earlier.
Yeah,
I thought I did too.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm still.
Jennifer?
Maybe just kind of safe.
On the front, beautiful.
What was the place that you guys? What was the one question you asked? Where was the place you first met?
Tribal Asylum.
What was it?
It's a place called Tribal Asylum. It was a little shop, like a truck shop kind of thing.
Okay.
But it was filled with music equipment and bands all the time. But we called it Tribal Asylum.
I heard out the front earlier. Somebody else heard that too. Any last messages for Cheyenne? You'll get better.
Yeah, I heard that. I've been having a few little health problems, so that's kind of cool.
Well, thank you, Cheyenne, for calling in.
No problem. Thank you.
You have a great night.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Before we run out of time, we got 646 area code. Who do we got?
This is me, Robert.
Robert,
I'm
hi.
asking for Sean and Nicole.
You want Sean and Nicole? You ready to go, Sean?
Yep.
I knew that was happening.
I'm ready to go. Hi, Robert.
Hey. So,
You
Sean
sound
and
young.
Nicole. I'm good.
You
Sean
sound
and
like
Nicole know about something that recently happened to me. About the spirit of a woman who followed me home.
Ooh.
And I still don't know her name. So when we can get her name.
Okay.
Okay, so we turn it on.
Robert would like to know the name of the lady spirit that followed him home.
I just heard Robert.
Hi, spirits. I don't know anything about her. I just know that she keeps saying she's listening and please let me out. Over and over again.
This is the one that you said was trapped.
Why are you following Robert?
I'm home.
I heard the I home. I'm home.
Home? Huh. Where's our home? Because
What's your name, spirit?
Do you have any messages for Robert?
I heard her first at the Shanley Hotel in upstate New York, and then in front of my house. So
Where was the first
she
place
had
you
to
saw
go
her?
from there. The Shanley Hotel in upstate in I forget what part of New York is.
So it's like, is it like a haunted hotel?
Yes, yes. And I spent the night there.
Did you try talking to the spirits there?
Yes.
Oh.
Robert
Did
was
you
on
say-
an investigation at Stanley Hotel.
The
Yeah.
Stanley Hotel.
While we were there, we did get. We figured that it was a little girl who asked him that she was hurt. But that's when I first heard this spirit's voice.
Why did you follow Robert from the Stanley Hotel. To talk.
What do you want to talk to him about?
Oh. Yeah, I'm reading the message. Yeah, that was it. Was hurt. But we can't figure out what she wants because she never says what she wants.
You have to tell Robert.
Yeah, let me out. As she keeps telling me, let me out.
Somebody's heard that several times in here. Let me out.
Yeah, the female voice says, let me out, let me out. I'm listening. But I don't know what does she mean by that?
What do you need to be let out of?
I can hear you.
If she's trapped, can she tell me where she's trapped?
What room did Robert stay in at that hotel, Stanley Hotel? What was the room number?
Ask what floor.
What floor? Something Robert.
Robert, can I ask you, when you were there, did you attempt to cross the spirit?
We weren't directly talking to her. We walked her to the third floor. We did a session in the morning. We were told to get out, so we left. Then we went into the room I was staying in. We thought we were talking to a little girl who died at the hotel. Her name was Rosie.
Sound like it said Rose right after that.
That's the room we stayed in.
What room did you stay in?
The Rose room.
The Rose room?
Yep.
Sound like Rose and something.
So, does she want me to cross her over?
We're not going to do that here.
I know, but I just want to know if she wants me to, because I can do it in the next session.
Do you want Robert's help crossing you over, Rose? Are you stuck with Robert right now? How did you die, Rose? accidentally something. How did Rose die, Robert? Do you know?
We don't know about that, Rose. We know that the little girl allegedly fell down a well when she went to get water.
All right, I heard accidentally, but it was like spaced out, like it was accidentally.
You heard that help me?
Yeah, I heard that. I was just going to say, I heard help me. How can Robert help you?
That's what I was going to say.
And this was the Stanley in upstate New York, not the Stanley in Colorado, Estes Park, right?
Yeah, the Shanley. It's called
Shanley.
Shan. Yeah, the Shanley.
Yeah, so as people would write in Stanley, I'm like, no, Shanley.
Yeah. It's allegedly the most haunted hotel in the state.
Big state.
In New York.
What is the name of the spirit then? If it's not Rose, what's the name of the spirit?
Oh, I don't know the name of the spirit.
Yeah, but let's see if they know.
I've been asking them the whole time. I have no one. They have not told me.
That sounded like a little girl in the background.
Yeah,
childlike.
Can the little girl come forward?
Little girl. There is a little girl in my backyard that I confirmed.
Well, who's the little girl in Robert's backyard?
There's a little bell. I know the spirits in my backyard. There's a little girl, her father, her mother, and I think somewhat there's another little boy there.
So there's a little boy spirit too?
Yeah. I can say her name, but I want the spirits to say if it's her.
Can the spirits tell us the name of the little girl in Robert's backyard?
So okay, I'll say the names.
Yeah.
The little girl in my backyard, her name is Edith. Her father is named Michael.
Well, hold on. What was the little girl's name?
Edith.
Edith. And was the father?
Michael.
Michael.
What are the boy and the mom's names?
I don't know the boy's name. I know the father's name. The father's name is Michael.
It's not like it just said Michael, but sometimes I hear the repeats after it. I don't know. Any last messages for Robert?
Did this let me out or get me out?
I'm not sure. I thought I heard it says it's me talking is what I thought I heard it say, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Perhaps you should do another session on them, Robert.
Well, thank you, Robert, for calling in.
Thank you,
Robert.
Thanks for having me, and thank Nicole for convincing me to call in.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks.
Have a great night.
All right. Thanks. All right. Bye.
Bye. Well, that's it for the ITC Collective Night. Had a lot of people trying to call in towards the end. I know a couple that did not make it. Sorry, guys. That's it for the show. That's why you got to call in earlier in the show. Try to call in. We had a couple of dead areas where people could have called in, but you got to try to call in. As soon as you hear somebody hang up, that's when you try to call in. But man, I don't know how. One time it knocked my tablet right off where my audio runs through. That's why you couldn't hear me. I'm like, never had that happen all the times I've been doing it. It was really weird. But thank you again, Sean and Nicole, for being on the show tonight. And
thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, for sure.
we'll get these. We all are going to take turns editing different videos and calls, and we'll start getting them posted up on the Midwest Paranormal Soup's Facebook page. And on our YouTube channel, you'll find them posted there in the next few weeks. It takes us time to edit it. So just give us time. Those videos will get posted up. But don't forget, check us out on Patreon. You can help the show. It costs money to do these things, like stream out to Facebook and YouTube at the same time and show all your guys' great comments in the chat room. All those things cost money. You can help donate to the show. $2 a month will get you exclusive access. I know I keep saying I'm going to put a new podcast on there. It's been a real busy couple weeks for me, but I am going to get something new up on the Patreon. For everybody that's been donating to Patreon, thank you so much for your support. It does help. It helps out a lot. $2 a month. You know, more if you do it, the more it helps pay for the cost of the show. So thank you so much to those who do donate. Thank you to everybody who shares the show. That's the biggest help. Sharing the show out, letting people know about Paranormal Soup. Tell your friends if they're interested in the paranormal. Tell them about this show. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Oh, I got to look and see. Who do we got next week? I always do this to myself. Who do we got next week? And it's coming up now. John Fisher. I don't even know who John Fisher is. It's somebody. I think it's Gavin Lee Davies hooked me up with him. I can't remember which that was about, but it'll be John Fisher next Sunday, same bad time, same bad channel, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Central, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific time. Check us out then on our Paranormal Soup Facebook page and YouTube channel. Subscribe, follow, and like I said, help donate on our Patreon page to help the show. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Nicole. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Jamie. Thanks, everybody in the chat room. See you next week.
Thank you.